Hey guys, my name is Isaiah. I'm a six-figure shoe seller. My wife and I decided to create a series in order to document our journeys within a ladder towards financial freedom. Yep, we're doing that now. Okay, cool. I'm for it. Uh, so today I wanted to make a video talking about honestly, I just wanted to deep dive with you guys. I don't know if y'all are interested in this kind of stuff. If you are, let me know. I'm about to just go into the boot category, talk about the things that I see there, the things that I'm going to be picking up, the things I'm not going to be picking up as much of, and just give it to you. So if this is useful, let me know. If it sucks, also let me know. Just drop it in the comments below. But let's do this. I'm about to start my screen share. Oh, I'm already screen sharing, so we can rock and roll. Let's do this. So, first thing, so I'm in the boots category. I had to eliminate jeans. I wanted to look at men's and women's boots to just kind of talk about the different things that I would pick up. The first thing I noticed is that Air Jordan apparently has these things called profiler boots. I never knew this was a thing. These are vintage 2002. We can click into these for a second and kind of talk about it just for people who don't know how to read Jordan tags. I actually got two pairs of sample Jordans today, which was kind of cool. They're massive though, like really big. But let me see if I can find this tag for y'all. Come on, they had to take a photo of the tag. Oh, they're separated too, but they still made good money on them. All right, right here. So I used to believe back in the day that this number right here was the date code for Jordans, but this is not the date code. This is just like a placeholder zeros or placeholder numbers at the end of the style code. So this 303896002 is the style code for the Jordans. This is not the style code up here. Here's your sizes and stuff like that. But if you look right here at the bottom, you can see it says 82702. So whenever you have Jordans that are before like 2003, maybe four, usually it has this tag right here, and this tag will tell you the date at the bottom. However, if you're looking at like a pair of 19, let's say 96, 97 Jordans, it may not have a date at the bottom. I've only seen it between like 1999 to 2002, where the date is at the bottom. All right, let's keep going. So, Aldo is I would never expect to be able to sell these for $80, but this is a style that I pick up pretty often. These like zip up Chelsea type styles with these low ankle fashion ish type boots for men. I do pretty well on those. So if you guys do find boots like this, Aldo is pretty good for it. Stacy Adams has some like this, but they don't sell for nearly as much. Cole Haan has a lot of boots like this that sell pretty well. A lot of these like mall brands tend to have these kind of boots, and they do pretty good for me. Hunter boots are like my thing. Nina doesn't like hunter boots that much. She finds that they're usually beat up when she gets them, or the price is too high. But like for me, if I can get them for $5 to $12 or so, I can usually make good money on them because I can sell them for around 45 bucks. And as we're getting into the rainier season, these kinds of boots are going to be pretty good. Hunter is going to be a go-to for me, both in the adult and kids counterparts. So if you do see Hunter boots, especially in more unique colors, I've had like the gray bluish color, but if you can get the red, if you can get like a white color or a purple color, like something that's really pops, that can be great for you when it comes to getting those moved, especially when with gardening season coming, in addition to like just spring and regular rain season. Blundstones are a pretty good brand, really strong brand. Also, you see how these say safety boots right here? Any kind of like steel toe safety boot does very well for me, especially if you pair that with a Western boot. So if you have like a Western boot, which I have over here, if you get like a Western boot, like let's say this boot right here, like this boot with a steel toe on it, or this boot, this DC boot with a steel toe on it, so much stronger. So like Mariah makes a lot of steel toe boots, Justin makes a bunch of steel toe boots, as well as other brands. So if you can find good quality Western steel toe boots that aren't like crushed, and when it comes to the tread, you can make really good money on those as well. I truly enjoy like Justin. Western boots are kind of easier just due to the fact that if it's an exotic skin, you're going to make a bunch of money on it. And if it's not an exotic skin, as long as it's one of the good brands or okay brands even that have like leather on it, you should be okay as well. So like Justin, Aria, Lucchese's going to be amazing. Durango's cool. Dan Post is cool. Laredo, as Mariah's getting ready to say in like 4 seconds, it's okay. JB Dillon's okay. Dingo's okay. I've even been like kind of playing around a little bit with these like vegan Western boots, and they've been doing all right. They sell for like $20, $25 or so. You could probably sell them for a little bit more, but my goal is just to get them in there and get them out. Tony Lama's cool too. And if I didn't mention Aria, they're pretty good. But like I said, those steel toe ones are heat. Let's keep rolling. Like I skipped Jimmy Choo and Balenciaga because I don't see this kind of stuff. I did sell a pair of Jimmy Choos recently, but I almost never find those. Red Wing is excellent. Red Wing Iris Setter is really good. I feel like there's a subline of Lucchese that I wanted to tell you guys about. It's called like C by Lucchese or Cherokees. I can't think of it. There's like a subline of them though that's relatively good. Another good Western boot style is gonna be like Corral. Corral makes good boots. Corral and Corral Vintage. They make these like elaborate looking boots. Let me see if I can pull up a pair for you guys to show you. Corral Western boots. See if we can pull them up. Yeah, you see this? Like it's fringe plus. Oh, come on, zoom in now. Zoom in for me. It won't zoom in. There we go. You see how like look at this. Like they have this like they're studded all the way with the fringe. They usually have these interesting colorways. It's a really really good boot brand. They don't sell for insane money, but they can be pretty good. Like this one, they have these like really really interesting styles. I've picked up this pair specifically several times, and they sell pretty good. Like they're not gonna like put you in a mansion or anything, depending on what style you have, but they're really easy to recognize. And if your thrift gets caught slipping, or you catch them at a garage sale or something like that, you should be able to make good money. Vintage Doc Martens are really good. Do I have the Vintage Doc Marten tag open? Yeah. Made in England is going to be a really good thing for you. You just want to be careful because a lot of the time, the size that's on the inside of the shoe can be the UK size. So if it's the UK size, and you'd want to go up. And right here, this person even did. They said size 9 UK, 10 US. So if you see one of these Doc Marten boots and you're looking on the interior and it says size 9, don't put this as a US 9 in your store, because when someone gets it, you might get a return because it doesn't fit. If they don't know that conversion right there. So when you get the made in England Doc Martens, they sell for really good money, but you want to make sure that you go up on your size if they're made in England specifically, not with your regular Doc Martens usually. Let me go this way. Let me see what else we got in here. Polo Ralph Lauren boots are pretty okay. Like I can do pretty good with men's Polo Ralph Lauren boots. I rarely ever like military boots. Military. I know I'm like bouncing a little bit, but let me go back. Let me finish Polo, and then we'll talk about military. Polo Ralph Lauren boots tend to do really well for me. Both they're like, do you know what the duck boots look like? They have boots that are really similar to that sell pretty well for me. But in addition to those boots, a lot of my Polo Ralph Lauren styles do pretty well. But military boots are like my go-to. Basically, any kind of pair of military boots that I can find at a good price, I can sell them for $30, $40, regardless of what the brand is. You just want to make sure they're in good condition. And the beautiful thing about military boots is that they tend to be in perfect condition when you get them. Like, to be honest, Ryan, like we almost never see military boots that are beat up. A lot of the time, they're in really, really good condition. So if you find a pair, you can usually make good money. ACGs are cool. Let me see. These are not boots. These are like, I guess these are boots. I don't usually call these boots, but I guess they're boots. They're like an ankle boot. I'll give them that. I'm not gonna hate. This right here, like these styles are like women's ankle boots. I tend to struggle with these a lot more than I do with other styles. These can be okay. This is like a classier style. Maybe someone's gonna wear this to an event, but generally I try to. If I do pick up a pair like this, I'm going to try to sell it for a little bit less. I might be trying to get this thing out of here quickly because they have these at 79% off. I know it's BHFO, but even still. Like, this is the style boot that I was talking. This is perfect. Look at this. This is the style polo boot that I was talking about. Whenever I find these right here, I make really good money. And like you see, this person sold for $50 plus $15 shipping. So if you can get a pair of these for $10 or less, usually you can make really really good money on those. Really good. Bogs is a good brand. Bogs is good for their adults and kids. They're like a rain boot, so that's going to be another one of those things I'm looking for in the upcoming season. So Bogs are amazing for me. They don't sell for $85 in my experience, but I wouldn't be surprised. And then the last thing I want to talk about before we leave out of here, Doc Martens are cool too. These vintage Skechers. So for people who don't know, like Skechers, this tag right here, like this is their vintage tag. Normally, if you don't know what the current Skechers tag looks like, you can just look it up. It's pretty easy. It has like a date code on there. And it'll tell you like these were made 9/7/2017 or something like that, right? But this is what their vintage tag looks like, and usually on the insole, you can't see it because it's worn off, and a lot of times they will be, and a lot of times you'll see peeling on these as well. Um, they have this it looks like it's like Skechers in big capital letters, or it might say Skechers USA on there as well. But this style of boot, and this right here is another indicator too. You see this little what would you call that little metal thing? That's it's like a nameplate almost, you know. So it's like a that Skechers plate. If you see that on the side of the shoe as well, that's another indicator this is going to be good. And these probably sold very very fast. These are highly desirable. These Y2K Skechers, they sell very very quickly. I got like 3 pairs of vintage dead stock sandals, and it would blow your mind how many people were trying to like come over there and grab those sandals off of me. And I think I sold all of them for like $90 plus at least. All right, we're gonna move on. So I guess that's the end of our deep dive. Hopefully, you like I gave you guys some kind of sauce, some kind of knowledge that you can pull from this. I don't know. I greatly appreciate y'all. We'll talk to you soon. Peace.